Pricing of GDR, Global Depository Receipt. So in this session, we will go through the pricing of GDR. We will try to explain the actual process, and then we will also explain aftermarket stabilization. So first, the actual process. Indian issuers use the book building method as a common and effective method of offering securities in the international market. So in this method, preliminary offering document is red herrings. It is issued by the issuer, which marks the beginning of the book building process. So red herring is issued at the beginning of the book building process. As a process, first the marketing of securities is done, and then the offer price of securities is determined. Afterwards, the finalization of the offer document is made based on the previous steps. So finalization of offer document is made only after determining the offer price of securities, and that is when the finalization of the offer document will be actually made based on the previous steps. So the basis of the offer document, the global coordinator or book runner, who is the investment bank managing the issue, acts through a network of managers called syndicate members. So here we have the offer document, and the book runner, who is the investment bank managing the issue, acts through a network of managers called syndicate members and assesses the level of interest in the demand for GDR that gets offered. On a non-binding basis, the prospective investors indicate whether they would be interested in acquiring GDR and conveys the price at which such an acquisition may be made possible. So this is the book of demand. So we come at the book of demand. Now this is made by investment bank, which is built over a period of 1 to 2 weeks, during which time marketing of issues takes place, which is also known as road shows. Group presentation are made on those road shows to the investor by the company management, and separate meetings are held with them, mostly on a one-to-one basis. At the end of the book building period, depending upon the level of demand, the price of the GDR issue is determined. Order for shares is then confirmed with the investor who is willing to invest in a GDR issue. That means in a GDR issue, the book runner, in consultation with the issuer, decides on the shares to be allocated to the investor, taking into consideration various factors or criteria. So one of the advantages of the book building process is that the price of a GDR issue is set at the end of a book building process and is fairly accurate with the demands for shares in the market. So this will in turn instill competition among investors who are now bidding on a competitive basis for shares. So that's actually the actual process of pricing of a GDR issue, Global Depository Receipt issue. Next, we'll take a look at aftermarket stabilization. So aftermarket stabilization is a common practice in GDR issues. It provides green shoe option. So we'll just briefly go through what each of them means. Always, aftermarket stabilization is a common practice in GDR issues, which is the risk which is inherent in GDR issues post-offer, where the demand for a GDR issue may exceed supply or otherwise. Which would mean if the demand for a GDR issue may exceed supply, so there is a scarcity, or if the supply is more than whatever is the demand, there is no demand in the market. So that is what would happen. So that is why we actually have aftermarket stabilization. Hence, the issuer ensures good market stabilization by providing a green shoe option to the lead manager, who would over-allot and create a short position by creating more shares than whatever is available to sell. To cover or fill such a short position, they later buy GDR from the secondary market, providing adequate support to the share price, or may even purchase GDR from the issuer at the offer price. So that is the aftermarket stabilization of GDR issues. So this completes a session on pricing of GDR. Thank you.